Gratitude. How can gratitude help you to manifest your fab rich life? What is the power of gratitude? And do you feel grateful? I'd love to hear from you if you're watching live or if you are watching the replay. I want to hear from you. I want to hear about how you express gratitude, how often you remember to express gratitude for big things, for little things. And we're going to talk about why today the topic of discussion towards manifesting our fab rich future self life is about gratitude. If you don't know me by now, my name is Evie Diaz. I am a strategic growth speaker at Biz University and soon to be a published author because I am writing a book on manifesting my fab rich future self and also a journal. And today we are celebrating what I'm calling a Wealth Creation Wednesday, and also, today marks the beginning of Women's History Month. So today I celebrate you. If you are a woman, if you celebrate women, if you relate to women, then this entire month we're going to be celebrating you. And I'm very excited because as we begin this celebration of Women's History Month, and we begin thinking about this idea of women, I want to let you know that today it marks our first day in a 5 week series during the month of March where we're celebrating you as a woman and we're celebrating women. So we'll be celebrating different women. And so I hope that you tune in for this celebration. I hope that you feel celebrated. And I hope that you join us for the entire week, as my intention is to really dive into some topics that I believe that are important for us to understand when we wish to manifest that fab rich future life. And let me just tell you that today I'm also grateful to my beloved husband who gifted me this locket. It's a beautiful locket, and I tried sharing it earlier. And if you haven't seen it yet, here it is. This is my locket that my wonderful hubby gave me, and it opens up and it has angel wings. It is a beautiful collector's item, a diamond locket. And I'm so grateful to you, honey, if you're watching. Thank you so much for gifting me this. And he was so beautiful. You know what he said? He said that he was gifting me this just because I am his wife. And I am grateful for him for just because he's my husband, and grateful because he's just a wonderful person, human being, and husband all around. And so today, I do have some thoughts that came to me, and I really like to say that they came to me either by divine inspiration or by my future self really explaining to me several terms, several things that my future self wants me to understand so that I may be able to share them with you. And that's what I'm going to do. And I'm sorry, there you go. I'm going to leave it like that. That way I can best share what I want to share today. And what I want to share today is about gratitude, and what does gratitude have to do with manifesting our fab rich future lives. And I hope that all this stuff resonates with you, because my intention is to make it simple. And my intention is for us to get out of our heads and work on this together to together create our most amazing, most fabulous rich life. And by the way, FAB, yes, it does stand for fabulous, as we are, as women, we're just fabulous. And it also stands for this idea that came to me during the holidays, and I'll say the story until people know it. During the holidays, I contracted COVID with my husband, and it was an opportunity for us to stay home and really discuss things with each other about our lives. We usually take the month of December to really reconnect with ourselves, to relax, to be more in the flow of life, as well as to go over the past achievements of the year and then set our intentions for the new year. And this year, as we were going over, one of the things that I mentioned to him was about this idea of financial freedom and me really believing that this was our year to really experience financial freedom and to have our best year ever. And we also started talking about this idea of attracting money, attracting wealth, abundance, prosperity. And he knows that I've been reading Think and Grow Rich for a long time. And we started on a discussion that sounded something like, well, why isn't the Think and Grow Rich working for me? And basically, I said, because I have to get into my head and think and start thinking about it and assessing and going back and reviewing. And too much thinking just is not good for me because I'm an analytical person, because I'm a thinking person, and also because the monkey mind kind of gets in the way. And so I told them, I said, so I don't want to think anymore. I want to feel. And so today, I want to share with you what I've been inspired to share as it pertains to this Fab Rich future self. Fab stands for feel, act, and be. Feel, act, and be rich. Today, feel, act, and be rich as your future self wants to be. Begin today. And so today, what we're going to talk about is the idea of gratitude and why gratitude is such a powerful emotion for us to feel, and how gratitude has the ability to transform our lives in a magical, almost in a magical way. And I want to share how we are to understand that gratitude is really one of the most powerful tools for manifesting our fab rich life. So we want to feel, act, and be grateful. We want to experience those feelings of gratitude. When we practice gratitude, and that's going to be my invitation to you, is for us to practice gratitude to the 10th degree, to the 100th degree, to 10x our gratitude over the next 7 days, meaning from today, Wednesday, till next Wednesday, when I come here live again to talk on the next topic. And so, my invitation is for you to really look and see how you can express more gratitude this week than ever before. So, today is the first of this 5 week mini series for the month of March as we begin to experience what it feels like to feel, act, and be rich. And so, like I said, my name is Evie Diaz. And before we continue, I want to make sure that you know that you want to participate here, because by participating here, every time that I see your name in the chat, in the comments, I'm going to add your name for a chance to win our Future Self Retreat live event here in Florida. I'm in South Florida and I'm gifting away one ticket to the event. You are responsible for travel, meals, and accommodations when you win. You see, I'm already setting the positive intention. And to find out more about that, all you want to do is go to futureselfretreat.com, and there you will find a pop up that you can type in your information, and we are going to have a winner by the end of the month on Friday, March 31st. And I'll be telling you more about that. Today, I'm also going to be leaving you with this idea of really beginning to express gratitude by writing it down in a gratitude journal. And if you don't have a gratitude journal, no worries, because I'm going to give you this gratitude worksheet that I created for you, and you can make copies of it, and then you can use it as your gratitude journal. Now, why did this idea of gratitude? As I said, primarily because I was inspired to talk about gratitude. It's so important. And I've learned so much about gratitude from my hubby, who really got me into this habit that we say thank you and please and thank you all the time. And we're constantly expressing to each other our gratitude for each other in so many big ways and little ways. We're always saying thank you around here. And so, once again, just thanking my hubby for getting me into that wonderful, powerful habit. And we're going to be talking more about habits, probably, if not here, then during our mini retreat at the end of the month, our virtual mini retreat, which I'll tell you more about. We do have a virtual mini retreat coming up on Friday, March 31st, and that's why we're drawing the winner for the live retreat in South Florida on Friday, March 31st. And in any event, talking about gratitude and what is the power of that, I notice it right at home. And even here, I'm not going to show you, I'll take a picture later. But at the very top of my wall here, I have a big sign with sparkles, of course, that says give thanks. And so my home is a home, our home, my husband and I, we live in a home where we are constantly being grateful for little things and big things to each other and to the universe, to the source of our abundance, whatever you may call it. And so, what came to me through divine inspiration was to go back to a book that I had read many years ago. And I mean over 10 years ago. And that is the book by the author, Dr. Hawkins. Dr. Hawkins, MD, PhD, came up with something called the map of consciousness. And I had to share it with you today because when I thought and researched about, well, what exactly is the power of gratitude to help us to manifest our fab rich life? Is there like power in gratitude to help us manifest? And indeed, there is. And according to the work of Dr. Hawkins, MD, PhD, he created this map of consciousness. And the book is called Power versus Force, where if you see here, and I know you can't see totally because my picture got a little bit cut off, and I'm looking over here because I have a big screen over here. You can see that at the top are emotions or feelings that are very powerful according to tests that Dr. Hawkins did in terms of the vibration of those emotions, of those feelings. And then at the bottom, he called it force when we're like forced by, it's almost, he's using it almost like a negative force. So he's talking about this force almost like if you push to it, if you're pushing versus attracting and, and manifesting and being like a magnet. So it's when you're forcing things. So in the force, lower emotion, lower section, there are words and feelings, adjectives that describe feelings that really vibrate at a very low level. So, for example, the feeling of anger, right? Fear, those are low vibration. And he did these tests in labs with human using different types of tests that he developed along with others. And so he was calibrating what people calibrated at when they experience these types of emotions. And so the lower emotions, such as fear and anger, okay, hate, aggression are at the bottom, and they don't allow you to enjoy your best future life, your fab rich life, because those are negative, limiting emotions that come from negative, limiting beliefs. And then at the very top, you have the power, the powerful emotions, the power feelings. And, you can look at from hopeful to acceptance to love and joy and peace. Peace was the highest vibration. In other words, when he did the test, he calibrated what people that felt peace, what how were they vibrating? And then at the very top is pure consciousness, enlightenment, which on the scale that he created, 700 to 1,000, it's the highest scale. And Mother Teresa, perhaps, she might have ended up she might have been in that level of emotion where she was in pure consciousness. Maybe, I don't know, or maybe she was in bliss. For sure, our master teacher, we call our master teacher at Unity, Jesus, was at that high enlightenment level, pure consciousness. And so I share this with you because gratitude, according to many experts on this scale of consciousness or map of consciousness, will say that gratitude will be represented as far up as 900, meaning gratitude vibrates at a very high level. So I want you to remember that, because by feeling and allowing yourself to feel the emotions of gratitude and getting into a habit of gratitude, you will be vibrating at a very high level. And thus, that's what empowers you to manifest. Now, gratitude is above joy, because in order to feel grateful, you need to feel contentment, which is joyful. It is a state of joy. And I want you to know that I want to give you an assignment, if you will, or an work, that you practice gratitude, even being thankful for little things like someone opening the door for you, or holding the door for you, or smiling, whatever you want to practice gratitude and being thankful for little things, either to yourself or to other people. Meaning, you don't have to necessarily tell people, oh, thank you, or express to people you're grateful, although that would be the ideal. You could journal on it, and we'll talk about that in just a little bit. And I want you to imagine that those feelings come together with feelings like joy and love that also calibrate, according to Dr. Hawkins, PhD, MD, at a very high level. Now, gratitude, as I said, is a high vibration. And some people say that it is almost at the same level, if not under or right there or above, right in the same area as love. So now, if you feel love, you can get that feeling of gratitude also. So, for example, I don't know which one came first in my relationship with my beloved husband. He allowed me, through all his little acts of kindness, to express a lot of gratitude towards him, to him, because when he does things for me, whether they be small little things or big things or somewhere in between, like, just giving me this beautiful guardian angel heart locket, like he said, just for being his wife, or when he helps me with a computer issue, or when he washes the dishes after I cook, or when he cooks and I wash the dishes, whatever. We are in such an grateful state of mind when we're together, that we start feeling wonderful feelings of love. And the reason why I mention this is because many times when I have felt sad, or fear or any of those lower vibration emotions, I have these thank you cards that I did from my wedding. And my wedding, by the way, my friends, I call my wedding my best day ever or the greatest day of our lives, we say, my husband and I. And so I have these thank you cards that I created for everyone who either came or sent me good wishes. And unfortunately, I didn't send it to everybody. So I have quite a few of them that I never remember to send. So, by the way, if you were one of those people that were wishing me well in 2021, 11/11/21, when we got married, I did have a thank you card, and I still do if you want it. In any event, I take that and I put it in between books. I put it all over in places so that if I'm feeling sad or angry or any of those lower emotions, I go and I recall the happiest day in my life. And that was the day I married my beloved twin flame, my hubby, Gabriel. And so I have it because it reminds me of those feelings, how I was excited, how it just felt I was flying. I was so in the flow. And so, similarly, I want you to think about feelings of gratitude and what comes over you as you express gratitude. And there's many ways that you can express gratitude and practice more gratitude. And you want to really become good at this because the longer that you're vibrating at this higher level, the more that you're feeling good, the more that you are emanating, shining, sharing good to the world, and the more good that you attract. And so here are some very basic examples of what you can do to begin practicing more gratitude when you are ready. And I hope is this week you are ready to practice more gratitude, practice being grateful, practice saying thank you. And so you can help someone, you can create a gratitude board, you can journal your gratitude, and that is the easiest, I think. And I am going to share the gratitude sheet for you so that you can download it from our page and have it for yourself and do one every day until next Wednesday. That'll be 7 starting today. And you can read books on being more grateful. You can send a card or a note or an email to someone expressing gratitude. You can do a social media post where you're thanking someone. You can send a gift like my husband did, just because, like he said, just because you're my wife, just because you're my friend, just because you pray for me, just because you smile at me, just because you're my neighbor. So, those are ideas for you to begin today to practice gratitude. And this is something interesting that I found online. And that is that a recent study found that practicing gratitude activates a part of the human brain, the ventromedial prefrontal cortex, associated with what researchers have described as pure altruism. And so that basically means that your brain craves the experience of giving. So give your physical body what it wants by giving, by expressing gratitude. And so the 7 benefits of gratitude that I researched in terms of what showed up the most were the following. By expressing and being grateful, you will experience better sleep. You will feel better physically, and your health will show that. Your mental health will be better as well. You're going to gain greater willpower. You're going to improve your self esteem. Of course, expressing gratitude really helps to make relationships better, like I just expressed and shared with you with my husband and I. And I see it with my sister, with my nieces, with my friends. When I am more grateful, it improves our relationship. And then, of course, overall, improve self care and improve your life. So, why not begin today to express more gratitude? What do you say about that? I hope that you are inspired to express more gratitude today. And for this week, what I want to give to you is this daily gratitude tracker. And as you can see in here, this gratitude tracker will start by asking you, how do you feel, or how do you intend to feel today? And that's very important for our FAB Fab Rich formula. The first part of the formula is to feel. So today, at the very top, you can express either how you feel and or how you intend to feel. So let's say you feel sleepy when you wake up in the morning to first do this, or when you do it, because you can do it twice in the morning and at night, you're sleepy. So you could put, I'm sleepy and tired. And how I want to feel today is energized, or how I want to feel tomorrow is attractive, happy, energized, whatever that is for you. Then the next part says, today I affirm. And what you want to write there is a positive affirmation. Now, here, if you like, you can copy an affirmation that you have been using or that someone gave you. And I personally find that the most powerful affirmations are the ones that I create from my guidance of the inner spirit within me, my Fab-rich future self, if you will. And so I want to encourage you to really feel that affirmation coming from within you. And then I left three spaces for you to write what you're grateful for. And then I think it's important to also love yourself through this process and look at what are you proud of that you accomplished for the day, whatever that may be. Maybe you feel that you accomplished something big. Then I want to encourage you to remember and recall your favorite moment of the day. And then what do you have to look forward to tomorrow? Those are all the things that I would like to encourage you to practice this week. Now, I want to remind you that we are going to be covering different topics for the entire month of March as we celebrate you. And by the way, if you go to Fab Rich Women, starting tomorrow, we are opening up a group on Facebook called Fab Rich Women. And the reason why we're doing that is because we want to celebrate you. We want to get to know you and we want to empower each other. So you can go to fabrichwomen.com starting tomorrow, and we're going to be gathering in there until next Wednesday. And next Wednesday, what we are doing, and I'm so excited about it, is that next Wednesday we're celebrating women in a big way. And so we're going to have a Zoom event Wednesday after I do the 2 p.m. Wealth Creation Wednesday webinar. We're going to have a gathering later on where we're going to be getting to know each other. We're going to be celebrating each other. And we're going to also be creating community, accountability partners, and all that good stuff. So if you want to go ahead and visit Fab Rich Women, Fab Rich Women, starting tomorrow. We're going to open it tomorrow, and you'll be able to land in the Facebook group tomorrow. And then next Wednesday, we're going to be celebrating you next Wednesday. We're going to get to know each other. And we're going to begin this journey of really transforming our lives and having breakthroughs on how we can go from where we are today to creating our best fab rich future self. Now, this is a very important month, like I said, Women's History Month. And March 8th, which is next Wednesday, of course, um, it's a very, very good day for us to come together because it's International Women's Day. And so next Wednesday, we're going to celebrate International Women's Day. So feel free to invite women internationally to our event. Now, before I show you how you want to continue keeping in touch, I want to just say that there is so much that we can do to really experience more gratitude. And I promise you that the more that you experience gratitude, the greater you'll be at feeling, acting, and being rich. Because, like I said, that emotion vibrates very high. And that's what we want to have, a strong emotion so that we can manifest all our desires. So, my invitation to you is that you begin using this daily tool that I shared with you. And just as a reminder, I want to remind you, if you didn't know, that you can go to the page that we created for this event for the entire month of March is Businessversity 5 day, and I'm going to put it here, 5 day Fab Rich experience. And when you go here, first of all, right from this page, you can join our live right here, right from the page. And then the recordings and the replays will also show starting next week on this page. So this will be the page that we'll use all month long. And that is businessversity.com, 5 day, 5 rich experience. And I'm going to put it right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in the comments so that people can see it, right? And it is here as well so that everyone has it. What you'll notice here is that when you scroll all the way to the bottom, it says, let's track what we're most grateful for over the next 7 weeks. This is your tracker. So what you want to do is download this tracker because then for the next week, you can track your gratitude. And this could be your gratitude journal. By the way, so when you complete this, the cell phone number is optional. And the cell phone number is only if you want me to send you a reminder that we're going live, like for the party that we're going to have, International Women's Day celebration next Wednesday, March the 8th. I will send you a text reminder to join us. And then when you click on download a gratitude journal page now, it will automatically download the page. And that is it. So you're not going to have to go anywhere else. You'll have that and you can begin doing your journaling. So please feel free to visit businessversity.com, 5 day Fab Rich future self. And then last but not least, I want to remind you that when you visit futureselfretreat.com, okay, you're going to land in our future self retreat. Now, there are two of them. One is our virtual one happening the last day of March, March 31st, Friday. And that's going to be a 4 hour mini retreat virtual so that anyone, anywhere in the world can tune in. And then we have our live in person coming up in May. And you can win that ticket to that event. You will be responsible for travel, meals, and accommodation if you're traveling from outside of Florida, but you will get to experience 3 days of really manifesting your fab rich future self. And so I want to invite you to go to futureselfretreat.com, for your chance to get a ticket, to win a ticket to join us in Florida, as well, of course, as I want to encourage you to just sign up for the upcoming virtual mini retreat that we have. Well, my friends, that is all I have for today. I love to hear from you. Please write some positive, awesome thoughts at the bottom of this video. Feel free to reach out to me. And most importantly, make sure that you get that journal at Bizniversity 5 Day 5 Rich Experience, and just get that journal and begin journaling immediately today. For now, I am Evie Diaz, strategic growth speaker at bizniversity.com, and I am the creator of my Fab Rich life. And I invite you to join me. Thank you so much and have a fabulous day.